Hey y'all, Jason here with Tales of Scales Outdoors, and I decided to try to tell everyone a tale before every episode. At the start of every episode, maybe I'll cut some in the middle and some of the good stories. Maybe there'll be some left for the end. But we're gonna fish and we're gonna do things in between telling these tales. So the first one I can think of is one time. So we all that fished, my uncle, Ray, my dad, all of us would go over to the hot lake over at Gentry and fish in the wintertime because there wasn't much going on Beaver. It was cold and all the little lakes kind of cold or froze over or whatever. So me and Dad one time went and put in at the hot lake and we'd fish there, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. It was cold enough that you had to put the eye of your rod down in the water to keep the ice from freezing up on it where you can still reel your reel. It was that cold. But this thing's full of Florida strain bass, and the wintertime they cold plant with it, so the wintertime the water stayed real warm. And so the edge of the water, the frost line was way up on the bank because it stayed warm. The fog and everything was warm coming off the water. I mean, the air temp could be freezing, but the water temperature could be, 70 degrees. So there was always this fog, this warm fog. And so we're fishing down this bank, and it just happens to be right across from where the water blows out, the place that we always like to fish. And we're fishing down through there, and I see my dad. He looks up at the bank, and he has this funny look on his face, and I can always tell when he sees something, a deer or whatever, because he gets the intent look on his face, even almost a scowl, looking at what is up there. So I start paying attention. So we're fishing down this bank, and he sees this thing, and it's like, I don't know what's going on. And I don't see nothing until we get past this big oak tree. And up on the bank, sitting there, I see something, and I think, no, I'm going to keep it to myself because I'm not sure he thought he saw what he saw, but it wasn't. We're in Arkansas. Monkeys don't live here, okay? They don't exist. They don't live here. No one should ever see one. But anyway, so he keeps it quiet. I keep it quiet. And on the ride home, I'm like, okay, I got to say. I was like, did you see what I saw? Because I feel like you did because you were looking at it. He says, oh gosh, I'm glad that you said something because I didn't want to feel like a fool because I seen what I seen. Anyway, so my uncle goes fishing the next weekend there. And again, it's cold. We're talking December, around Christmas time, if I can remember right. So he comes in and we're asking him about his day or whatever. And he's just not really talking to him about what's going on. He just doesn't really know. And so we finally get it out of him. He's like, boys, I'm going to tell you something. He's like, I seen something. I don't want you to laugh at me, but I swear on the bank of the river, the bank of the lake over there, at the hot lake, I seen a monkey. Oh, we all three got a laugh out of that because we'd all seen the monkey. We saw it the weekend before. Turns out, Gentry had a safari, a drive-through safari, and some of the monkeys had gotten loose, and they were living down against the edge of the water. That's where they finally found them at. They were living down against the edge of that water because it was warmer. And so all of us fishing over there, and I'm sure there's other people that have seen this. And if you have seen this, I want to know. I want you to leave in the comments somewhere. Let me know if you saw that. We're talking, this is probably 20 years ago. I mean, it's been a cool minute since. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed a little tale that happened to us. It's as real as I remember it, 25 years ago or so, but it's one that sticks to me. Every time I think about it, I laugh because the way that people were, the way that we all didn't want to say because we didn't want the other one to think we were crazy because it was a big deal. Anyway, all right, you guys, take it easy. We'll see you on the lake.